Are we rolling? Hello. My name's Leonard. And I'm a greeter. And as a greeter, we meet with people who are recently deceased. Oh, hi. Hello, and welcome. It's a bit of adjustment at the beginning. You've passed away. You're now dead. But you know, it's cool because here you are, and this is a place where maybe you can make different life choices this time. We're not judgmental here, but over the long term, some things work and some don't. So we're allowed to set up however we like. I've experimented with lots of different things over the years, but this is what I came up with that seems to be the most effective. It's just a simple, table with a present. What I found is a present was one of the more universal symbols of tranquility and calm. I mean, who isn't happy in a room with a present in it? So, in addition to the dreamlike aspect, turns out God is a genius. Who would have seen that coming? So, yeah, dreams. The reason that humans have dreams is to prepare them for the afterlife, because in dreams, you are projecting all of the visuals and everything that happens, right? But the other thing is, you're thrown into a completely absurd, often frightening and confusing situation, and you're still you, right? And that's just from being asleep. Think about when you lose your meat. You got to remember that the human body is designed for the planet that it's on. So things, like race and sex and those kind of things, those are adaptations that have to happen, but we don't have those things up here. So, once you lose the flesh or lose your meat, as I said, it's just different. Now, people can go chasing those kind of things here if they like. I mean, the whole 72 virgin thing, you can do that if you want, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. Oh, hi. Nothing to worry about. You passed away. Obviously, that's probably a surprise to you because you look like you were busy helping someone not pass away. Irony gets you sometimes, straightens things out. So, anyhow, welcome. And we don't really need your expertise here, but I'm sure there's lots of things that you could do that would be fun. You probably enjoy golf. We got a course. This is eternity, so we gotta have lots of stuff to do. It is limitless because not only we have access to all of if history, we have access to all of fiction. I go to Hogwarts for 2 weeks every year. Uh, I love I love to do the Lord of the Rings hike. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's difficult. I don't have a lot of good news, according to what people really want to hear. So it's pretty much a bummer, and they're angry and surprised and hurt and confused and the whole rainbow of pain, and that kind of vomits onto me. Um, Rainbow vomit. No, something's gone wrong. 'Cause I know I'm not supposed to be here. And this place should be perfect for me because I'm sure you don't have any meat eaters here. This is amazing, absolutely fascinating. Must be neurotransmitters in my brain. They're firing off as oxygen is being deprived. Excuse me. So my name's Bob Wesley. You should be expecting me. I went to church every Sunday. I said my prayers before I ate and meals and before bedtime. And I helped those in need. So I should have a pretty big mansion, I suppose, with the extra jewels in my crown. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but what I'm telling you is that you've made a mistake. This is not how this was supposed to go. I'm supposed to meet with my family, and I would appreciate it if you would take me to the right place immediately. What are new people surprised about most? Well, there's no hell, which a lot of you will be happy to hear. I mean, technically, there are many hells, but it's a projection. I've actually visited some. They're horrifying. It's terrible. Anyway, so and there's no heaven in the traditional Abrahamic sort of sense of the word, and a lot of times people aren't really ready to hear what I have to tell them. It's not the Christians, then what? The Muslims? Nope. Buddhists? No. Hindus? I'm afraid not. What else is there? Oh no. Not the Mormons. A lot of the time, they're pretty upset, and sometimes that hostility, kind of boils over. Oh, hey, your dad's
Going on?
no, please don't. Hey, you can't. It's not how things work. You can't. No, you can't hurt me here. There's no pain. I mean, look, I got a bite out of my head, and I'm fine. You don't eat food or use the bathroom here. I mean, you can do this all day if you want. It's not gonna. I've always thought it was important to have a healthy kind of work-life balance. People get way out of whack sometimes, especially when they first get here, because literally you can do anything that you could ever think of, right? And so it's just usually debauchery for quite a while. Well, like I said, I love my job, but I do spend a lot of time with other recreational activities. I love to sing. Because it's witchcraft. I like to work. I like to do a stand-up comedy club. So, in my day job, I have to be nice all the time. People can treat me terrible, and I just have to take it. And that's one of the reasons I like to come here, because on this, here, I can be sarcastic, or I can kind of just let out the venom if I need to. If I want to say, "Hey, you're not the type of person I like to look at the most. I know your mother probably loves you, but I'm not afraid to go there." I don't do impressions, but here's one. Um, this is Billy D. Williams singing the theme song to the Brady Bunch. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Here's the story of a lovely lady who was bringing up three very lovely girls. So that's what you get. So people always say life is short, right? And I always say, seems long to me. Like for me, it goes back almost as long as I can remember. I mean, it seems like forever. So I work as a greeter. Been doing that for a long time, and I've noticed that there's one type of personality in modern humans that never makes it to the afterlife. They just immediately get reincarnated with all the other awful people. And it's people who, when someone pulls in front of them, no matter how much space there is, they gas it, and then they slam on their brakes, and then they act all angry. I mean, essentially, they're the worst. I'm usually a pretty calm person, pretty laid back, don't get too angry about stuff, but one thing that makes me incredibly angry is in the alphabet, how every letter is a simple, small, one-syllable noise. A, B, C, D, except for W, right? And worse than that, it's not even a double U, it's a double V. How is it that no one's talking about this? Whoa, dude, check out how sticky this floor is. Watch this. That's a good bar floor. So this is my cameraman, Jimmy. Yeah, round of applause. No, I don't blame you. Anyway, I want to thank him for, making sure he had my good side. I've been, I like to make sure that my cream shows as much as possible, Jimmy. So thanks for that, boy wonder. So what I was thinking was we'd have something like that. Boom, 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 right? No, boom, 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 and you come in real tight and you say, "Hi, I'm Jimmy." Me and Lennon go way back, way, way, way back. I mean, me and him practically the same age. Yeah, we're only 623,000 years apart, so we can relate. My favorite era in Earth's history, I would have to say Precambrian. No, I'm just kidding, man. I don't even know what that means. To be honest, their lives are kind of boring. They're really slow. As far as who makes it and who don't, well, the best way I can sum it up is it's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Like who you want to run the chocolate factory? Like Veruca Salt? Mike TV? Augustus Gloop? They'd run it into the ground. It had to be Charlie. It always was. Well, Leonard's got his stand-up thing, and that's cool. But one thing I like to do is to tell a really kind of depressing or disturbing truth in sort of a overly dramatic fashion. Leonard seems to think it's funny, so he does these hilarious, overly dramatic tellings of terrible truths. And now, ladies and gentlemen, a dramatic telling of a truth, a depressing truth, by Jimmy. Oh, okay, here we go. Every time a male ejaculates, 2 to 5 million living things are wiped out of existence. And that's one to grow on. Have I ever told you the single worst moment of my existence? It was the moment I realized that every planet in the universe had once had life. And that intelligent life had destroyed it. You do develop sort of a gallows humor, being up here long enough. Yeah, you can't save everybody, right? I feel like people want me to say, yeah, the Earth's screwed up, it's way beyond you saving, don't waste your time. But I won't. I won't say that. I don't agree with you. I do not. I can't. Ernest Hemingway wrote, "The world is a fine place and worth saving." I agree with the last part. That is from Seven. One of the things that takes some getting used to is that a lot of things that would be completely terrible and wrong to do on Earth are kind of fine to do here. At the stand-up club, like we get in a bar fight maybe twice a week. Well, I mean, let's be honest, man. I get in a bar fight. You usually end up, stuck to the wall with the 3 creams in the back, and somebody grabs you and Jimmy, buddy, I'm stuck. Hey, get me down. I can fight. Come on, I just gotta get. I think my leg is broken. You're very light. I love Leonard. I don't understand this fascination with Earth. I mean, would you rather go to any dimension through space and history and time? Or would you rather cook some noodles, put some water on the stove, and then wait 10 minutes? Oh, boil, here's some noodles. Wait 10 minutes. 8 if you like I like al dente. I think al dente means like something about teeth. Make you feel your teeth when you bite through it, but you always feel your teeth. I mean, if it's soggy noodle, you feel your teeth too. So, and then I wonder, like, is it like you're biting through a tooth? Because tooth are hard. I never bit a tooth, but you get that little bit of soft and then that crunchy. I don't know, and that is a huge misunderstanding about the afterlife. Uh, you don't come here and then you know everything. I don't know what al dente means, just because I'm here. Um, like people think they're going to be transformed into something completely different, but no, man, the person you were in life is the person you are here. That's why most people don't make it. Bob Wesley wouldn't even eat multigrain Cheerios because he said they were too ethnic. I've always been fascinated in the history of Earth. Did you guys know that in the 1980s, that somehow marketing geniuses were able to convince children that Raisin Bran could be like an exciting, fun breakfast cereal, and their ploy was 2 scoops of raisins. But they didn't tell you how big those scoops were. They could be little scoops. I mean, it's not like a scoop is an international unit of measure. Raisin Bran, essentially bran flakes with tiny prunes in it, was a fun kids breakfast cereal that they could put alongside, Fruit Loops, Trix. The other nefarious thing the executives at Raisin Bran did was they coated each of the raisins in sugar. And don't think that that's an insignificant thing. I mean, you take some bran flakes and throw some raisins in there and try to get your kids excited. That's not gonna happen. I mean, they might as well like sprinkle a little crack on each one. Well, okay, but we get to do my favorite scene. Oh no. Oh, come on, man. Don't be a... Clearly a rectangle.